It's another Chelsea HOH, and I don't know how I'm feeling about it. First things first, much like I talked about with Quinn last week, who didn't need to win that HOH, same goes for Chelsea this week. She did not need to win this HOH because it only is going to make her a bigger target. And there are people that already think she's playing a good game because she has played a good game. But sometimes it's all about timing. And winning this HOH, not the best timing for Chelsea. I don't know why she didn't try and throw it harder. I think with there being a big tie, maybe she didn't want Leah to win the HOH because that could have put Chelsea in trouble, which I think it could have. But still, Chelsea did not need to win this HOH at all. And now that she is HOH, I don't think she has the right idea. I'm recording this before noms are official, and there's been some bad glitchiness with the feeds today. I don't know if it has to do with the heat wave out here. I just got back from a walk because I'm a masochist in the LA heat wave. So hopefully the feeds come back at some point tonight. Maybe by the time I post this video, the feeds will already be back. But last night, after Chelsea won HOH, she had a bit of an argument with Cam, I would say. And some of her emotions about Cam's situations with Leah and MJ did come out. I don't hate Chelsea calling out Cam for his Leah connection. But at the same time, I'm glad to see Cam playing his own game and trying to explain that to Chelsea. Cam was talking about how he would not vote Chelsea out against Leah. But there's a lot of people, if Leah was on the block, he doesn't want to vote Leah out. Cam wants to play his own game where Leah is concerned. Now, I don't know if that's actually smart, though. I respect Cam wanting to play his own game. I don't think Leah is that person to play his own game for. I think Joseph was the right call for Cam to try and save. But Leah has proven to be a bad number for people. And so Cam wanting to stick up for Leah too much, I don't think it's actually smart gameplay, but I do get where he's coming from because he thinks the connection with Leah is stronger than his connection with others. Chelsea bringing up the MJ situation to Cam as well. Didn't love that as much because that does make Chelsea seem a little more jealous. And I've said before, I didn't think that that would affect Chelsea's game too much, but it has affected it a little bit here and there, for sure. Chelsea worrying about Cam, if he would save MJ over her and others. I don't know. I'm glad Chelsea put it out there on the table, but I think it's a lot of paranoia from Chelsea in that situation. And Cam, once again, should be wanting to play his own game and try and save his own connections, which is something Chelsea's going to have to swallow. The other part about Chelsea's HOH, though, is she's had all these conversations with Cam about how she feels like Leah and Quinn are the two people that would come after them next, or at least come after her next. But neither of those two are the people she wants to put up on the block. And so I'm very confused with the way Chelsea is playing this HOH. I feel like she knows that she didn't need this HOH because she has a good read on the game. And I agree with her. She shouldn't have won this HOH. But now she has won this HOH. And so she has to choose between making a bigger move that would benefit her, but put a big target on her back. Or am I assuming she's hoping she wants to make a smaller move that doesn't put as big of a target on her back. But the problem is, just by her winning this HOH, the target on her back did in fact grow. So she should be trying to get, if she thinks Leah and Quinn are the two people that would come after her next, one of those two should be her target. And I think they still might be, but she wants to put up Angela and Chemo. And Angela, I get it. Angela has made herself the Pawn Star of the season. From the way she played in that first week with all of her paranoia, she's trying to fight for her game today with Chelsea. And I get it. Even last night too, Angela's been trying to pull out all the emotional manipulation tactics she can. She's been on the block too much. She shouldn't be the one always on the block. She doesn't want to stay in the jury house. She's going to be missing her grandchildren. Blah, 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 blah. Glad to see Angela fighting. Don't think it was ever going to work. I still don't necessarily agree with this nomination from Chelsea, though. I do feel like it is Chelsea trying to take the easy way out, but I don't know if that benefits Chelsea's game this week in trying to play this so safe. Putting up Chemo as a pawn, Chemo, I think, is trying to understand it because Chelsea did save him yesterday with the vote, so it's not that harsh against Chemo. Right now, Chemo, Rubina, and of course Tikor are on Chelsea's side since Chelsea helped them with the vote yesterday. Chelsea with the vote yesterday did indeed make a lot more stronger social connections by voting the way she did. So that was a good move. But this week, I'm just not agreeing with the way she's approaching this HOH. I just don't understand why at least Leah is not going to be up on the block. Because I do feel like Chelsea feels some kind of way about Leah the most. So Chelsea is playing scared because Chelsea feels as though if she puts Leah on the block right now, then Leah's for sure going to come after her if Leah stays and wins an HOH. Duh. But also, Chelsea's already thinking Leah's coming after her, so why are you not putting up her on the block? Last week, Leah won the veto, used it on Angela. So if you're going to put up Angela, Leah wins the veto again, takes off Angela. Well, Chelsea's in quite the predicament. Because then she's kind of forced to put up Quinn, which, praise Jesus for that one. I would love that one. But she doesn't want to do that. She doesn't want to target Quinn. I think in Chelsea's mind, she sees Quinn as like a shield for her in a way. I don't see Quinn as a shield for Chelsea personally. I just don't see how Quinn's a shield for her. Quinn is almost similar to Angela in that he can't be a shield because he's such a bad, messy player that it's just too unpredictable. You should not be keeping around unpredictable shields. I don't think that makes for a good shield, personally. A good shield would have been someone like Tucker. Nah, actually, I don't even think Tucker was a good shield because he, too, was unpredictable. The only good kind of shield is somebody that's just a comp beast that, can see being taken out at some point. Michael in Big Brother 24 was probably a good shield because that was the only aspect of his game that was actually good, was the fact that he was good at comps. But Michael was very predictable in the way he played. That makes for a good shield. People this season, way too messy and unpredictable to be good shields, and Quinn is not a good shield for Chelsea. So it does annoy me highly that Chelsea is still sort of protecting Quinn just because she thinks Quinn is a good shield for her. But that's the best case scenario for me this week is Leah wins veto, takes down Angela, Chelsea's forced to put up Quinn, and then I'm hoping Quinn is then voted out, which I think at this point in the week he would be. I think Chemo has the votes to stay against Quinn right now for sure. That's about where we are in this week. Like I said, the feeds have been having technical issues today. The nominations are not final, as far as I know, at the time I'm recording this. Chelsea, however, is going to put up Angela and Chemo on the block. She has told them both that they're going on the block, so I assume those are the two that are going on the block. I still think it is playing too safe. On one hand, I understand why Chelsea's doing that. She doesn't want her target to grow even bigger. But in my opinion, just by her winning this HOH, her target has already grown. So you might as well play it a little more stronger rather than play it so safe. And yeah, there could be a veto used. And she could still maybe even backdoor Leah or put up Quinn, which is still the best case scenario for me. Like I said, I want Quinn up and out of here. Let's see if I had any comments yesterday I wanted to go over. There was a lot of comments in yesterday's video. I like stoking the fire with T-Core haters. That is fun for me. There's some T-Core haters out there. Once again, let me just reiterate, T-Core social game, the best social game going. Better than Chelsea's even, in my opinion. The fact that T-Core got to the jury with Chemo and Rubina still left in the game. Brilliant social gameplay. Her voting out Cedric to save Rubina and get Rubina to jury with her. Smart. That trio is looking good if one of them makes the end, but especially if T-Core makes the end. Cami Tall Productions was wondering if Leah and Quinn's tears were real yesterday when they were crying when Joseph was voted out. I think they were real, especially from Quinn's. Quinn was like ugly crying at the end of the episode, and Quinn does put the ugly in ugly crying, so I think his tears were actually real. They looked real to me. I think Leah was probably maybe really crying too, but I don't think she was crying just because Joseph went. I think Leah was crying because she realized her week went from good to subpar with Joseph being voted out of the game. A lot of comments about Chelsea, who is still playing a good game. They thought Chelsea still deserved a lot of credit for the move to get Joseph out. I still give T-Core a little bit more credit than I give Chelsea. Yes, Chelsea did want Joseph out all week, but Chelsea was struggling because of her allies. Chelsea was struggling between getting Joseph out and sticking to Cam and MJ as allies. What T-Core did great last week was tug at Chelsea's heartstrings, causing more of a rift between Chelsea, Cam, and MJ with the whole MJ rubbing, scratching Cam's head. T-Core did play a part in making the vote easier for Chelsea. I also had a comment today from AFW 2024 saying she wasn't necessarily saying anything negative about T-Core's game, but people like Tucker, Brooklyn, and Quinn made bigger blunders than T-Core and Chemo. My response to that was that every player has made blunders, but very few have made social moves that can win the game, and T-Core is one of those people that have. Once again, saving Rubina, getting herself, Rubina, and Chemo to jury is huge if she makes the final two and they're in jury, or if any of them make the final two and two of them are in jury. That could swing a jury vote to get a winner. Those three are the strongest trio, in my opinion. We see the drama between Chelsea, Cam, and MJ. Cam is trying to play his own game. MJ is trying to play his own game. Chelsea still has a hold on them in the game, but it's not as big of a hold that I think T-Core has on Chemo and Rubina. I feel like Rubina feels like she owes T-Core her game, which once again speaks to T-Core's social game and kind of speaks to how Chemo has dropped the ball a lot this season. Because that week, Chemo was the bigger bulldozer in trying to get the flip that week. T-Core was the slower mover, but that was the last person they needed to get the flip was T-Core. But Chemo was the one that really was going hard for that move at the end of that week to vote Cedric out and save Rubina. But T-Core's used the social ability that she has to pull Rubina close. I feel like both Rubina and Chemo are closer to T-Core in that trio. I don't know. T-Core social game, the best going. But that's where we are this week. Chelsea HOH, playing it too safe for me, though.